Welcome to the Worship Luthia. So today we're going to be talking about the rosette that I finished on the soundboard of this guitar. And if you look a little closer, you can see we have the albatross bird inlaid out of Indian rosewood. And then we have the circular portion inlaid out of African rosewood. And the African rosewood circular portion is representing a sunset. And obviously we have the bird that's flying past the sunset in a silhouette. So here I have a beautiful piece of Sitka spruce that I sourced from Mark Maingard, who lives not far from me up the road in Cape St. Francis. So I've joined it together in the center. So that is a book matched piece. And I've also, after gluing in the rosette, I've thicknessed it down to just below 3 millimeters. And we're going to start the tuning process of the soundboard after this. But I'd just like to show you how we got as far as doing the rosette today. So I started off by planing the edges of the soundboard so that I can get a nice gluing edge. So here I'm using my shooting board that holds the plane nice and perpendicular so that I can go slowly and get the edges neat and as straight as possible. So after I've planed it a bit, I will take it to the second panel, put them together, and then I'll hold it up to the light. And this is the best way to check the quality of the joint. And here we can see that there's still light coming through, so there'll be too much glue in that joint. So I need to still plane it down on the ends. Here I'm planing just a little bit off the top and the bottom edges, just to get it perfect, and then rechecking it into the light. That's much better. I don't see any light coming through this time, so that's ready to glue. Here we can see the glued panels. The next step is to go to the CNC machine and cut out all the parts for the rosette. So here I'm setting up the CNC machine to cut out the circular portion, and then after that I cut out the albatross bird portion. Then I put the soundboard onto the CNC and first of all cut out the sound hole shape, but not all the way through, because for the tuning process of the soundboard you have to have the completed board. But the CNC then moves on and starts cutting out the recesses so that I can put my inlays into the soundboard. So this is the circular portion for the sunset. And then we move on to cutting out the albatross bird. The CNC then moves to the edge and starts cutting out the outside shape of the soundboard. In this case I'm cutting the exact shape of the soundboard out so that it can be recessed into the sides that I made earlier. The next step is to take the soundboard off the CNC and then put it through my drum sander. So this drum sander I manufactured myself, and here you can see I'm taking it down to its more or less 2.8 millimeters. First of all, focusing on the material that I've added in for the the rosette to get that level, and then sending the rest of the soundboard through to get it nice and neat and level. And it's important to check the thickness as you go along. So here I'm measuring the soundboard thickness with my vernier in various positions just to get it to the perfect size. Thanks for watching the video. Don't forget to like and subscribe and keep up with the latest videos on this Albatross build. So see you next time.